What's going on, chat? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Recon here, and today I'm patting myself on the back. I fucking nailed it. UFC 322 is now fully in the rearview mirror. Islam Makhachev dominated Jack Della Maddalena 50-45 on all scorecards to snatch the welterweight belt and become double champ. And no one predicted what would happen better than me. Last month, I did a video ranking the pound for pound list based on how overrated they are. Go back and watch that. Spoiler alert, I put JDM number one and called it, quote, a really obvious pick. Here's what else I said. The Islam fight, which is coming up, I'm looking forward to it. That's next month, right? It feels a lot like the Khamzat DDP fight because you're seeing a lot of hardcore support behind the underdog, in this case, JD fucking M. But in the end, I promise you that fight won't be close. People who pick Drickus to beat Khamzat look back and say, shit, what was I thinking? Those picking JDM, mark my words, will have a similar reaction. Mark my words. It boggles my mind that anyone thinks he stands a chance. So basically, your boy can see the future. Now, I waited a few days to make this video because I didn't want to just kick JDM while he's down, while the wound is still fresh. Nah, who am I kidding? I was just lazy. But seriously, I have nothing against JDM. He's a fun fighter, unproblematic, and seems like a decent enough guy. But it was just clear that he's levels below Islam, as basically everyone in the UFC is. Saying that isn't being a hater. You know what is being a hater, though? All the shit I'm seeing about how Islam made him cry. JDM was literally fucking crying mid-fight. He was losing so bad. Has anyone thought that through for longer than 2 seconds? It would be so out of character for JDM to behave that way. We've seen him overcome adversity. He was losing to Burns, kept his composure, fought through a fucking broken arm, and pulled it out the bag. The Bilal fight was a war. Did Islam outclass JDM? Yes. Is he the best fighter in the world? JDM, that is. Far from it. But the guy is a warrior. You can't take that away from him. And the people trying to do just that are disgusting and need to check themselves. But Recon, why did JDM have that look on his face between rounds? Why was he screaming in agony on bottom? Remember that broken arm I just mentioned? There's no confirmation yet, probably because JDM is such a G, he doesn't want to seem like he's making excuses, but I suspect he re-injured it. Or picked up some other injury during the grappling. If he did re-injure, it absolutely could have caused some excruciating pain. Because this wasn't some ordinary arm break. He had complications post-surgery that could have led to amputation. Listen to JDM tell the story himself.
The whole thing was just splitting and it was like oozing stuff, and he looked at it straight away and said, oh, like, this is some sort of infection. It was in hospital after that for probably a week, just on antibiotics, but then the same sort of thing happened. Big abscess came up on the scar. And the option, basically, he said it will either heal normally or it will just start slowly. It will slowly start to disintegrate.
So there was a chance you could have lost your arm.
Yeah, there was definitely a chance. If the bone started to disintegrate, I didn't even talk to him at that point. What was next?
Pretty damn serious. I'm confident information will come out soon confirming JDM was in fact hurt. But we'll just have to wait and see. Whatever the case, the fight was a bit of a letdown. I knew Islam would win easy, but I expected more action than that. And a finish, frankly. I thought Islam would submit him. Obviously, it's been said 1,000 times by now, but shout out to Jack for defending the choke attempts well. I think he gave a decent account of himself. Still, the fight was hardly a classic. I've seen a lot of people comparing it to Drickus Khamzat. My hot take is that this was actually a worse fight, and I think that has everything to do with the striking. Islam is a much better striker than Khamzat. So, when the fight was on the feet, Jack knew he couldn't just wing punches. He'd get countered and maybe knocked out. So he stayed patient and controlled throughout the fight, which almost got ridiculous toward the end. He had no time left and really should have just went for it, but never did. Contrast that with DDP. Khamzat was clearly outgunned on the feet, and whenever the fight was standing, you got the sense Drickus knew it was only a matter of time until he'd get taken down again. So, the moment he got up, he came like a bat out of hell and swung for the fences. Because of that, there was actually a lot more jeopardy in that fight. Until the very end, I felt like Drickus could pull something freaky and fluke a come-from-behind win. After the second or third round, I never felt that way about JDM. He was just too measured, too conservative, and now a lot of that has to do with respecting what was coming back at him, which is valid. The injury I suspect he was nursing probably played a role as well, But I stand by my take. DDP Khamzat was actually the better, or at least more suspenseful, fight. I can't end the video without briefly discussing what this fight means for Islam's legacy. Winning the belt in that fashion was downright scary. If you want to put Islam as the GOAT right now, I wouldn't blame you one bit. His resume is legit, and he just added yet another flawless victory. For me, he's definitely up there already. If his two-fight plan goes the way I think it will, there will be no doubt he's the greatest ever. Islam wants to defend with Usman and then fight Ilya, probably in another 170-pound title defense. I think he wins both in style. At that point, he'll be utterly undeniable. I know a lot of people don't think Usman deserves the next shot, and I kind of agree. With Saturday's shakeup in the welterweight division, he's now only ranked number 8, and he's 1-3 in his last 4, with the win being a decision over my king, Joaquin Buckley. We're trying to memory hole that. But I actually wouldn't mind giving Usman the shot, and here's why. Number 1, Islam wants it, and I think he's earned the right to choose. Plain and simple. It's clear why Islam wants it. Usman is obviously a great name to have on your resume, and it's probably an easy win. If the UFC let John Jones cherry pick a 42-year-old Stipe, Islam, for fairness' sake, can get Usman. Is Usman the most deserving guy? No. But he's also a welterweight GOAT and former long-reigning champ, coming off a win against a very serious opponent. Sure, he's only ranked number 8. But so was Khalil Roundtree when he got the Pereira fight. There have been more undeserving title shots. And if you're against Usman getting it because you want Islam to face a real challenge, just save it. Because I'm here to state the obvious. I don't care how stacked you think welterweight is. None of these guys give Islam a close fight. Not one. Welterweight is deep, but the ceiling isn't that high. Outside of Islam, the best of this division just isn't that good. The gap between the champion and the field is massive. If you don't believe me, consider this. By now, you probably know I'm a big proponent of MMA math. I know, call me a casual, I don't care. Here's some MMA math for you. If you think any other welterweight does JDM as bad as Islam did, please have your head examined. And that's why I'm comfortable saying none of these guys can fuck with Dagestan. So that's my take. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. That's it from me. Meeting adjourned. All right.